This is my oldest ever Minecraft survival world, my forever world. I have giant buildings scattered far and wide throughout the world, and I've been playing in it for over 3,000 Minecraft days. But hidden below the surface there is one issue with the world. My nether is a complete mess. So in today's video we are going to be fixing that, and we are starting off here at the Great Pyramid because I need to grab a few things in order to build a good nether system today. We're going to be trying to link up the entire world in a giant nether hub. So I've got a box full of goodies here that we're going to be building our nether roads out of today, but I do need a few more things, and one thing I need is a lot of glass. I don't actually have any way of getting glass in this world other than smelting sand, and unfortunately, although this pyramid is absolutely massive, a lot of it is just sand and normal Minecraft terrain. So I'm just going to harvest a bunch of sand from our little desert here inside the pyramid, and then we're going to smelt that up and get a load of glass. But real quick before we get started today, we just hit 6,000 subscribers on this channel, and thank you so much to anyone who clicked subscribe. That is amazing. I know the channel's still small, but I never thought it would get anywhere near this big, so thank you very much. Anyway, let's carry on with the video. I really need to get myself a super smelter, but we've got a ton of glass now, so if we just break all of these furnaces, they're all filled up with stacks and stacks of glass, so we're ready, almost, to start building our nether tunnel. Because the last thing we need to grab is actually here in the nether. This is the nether. This is our little nether hub bit that we're going to have the roads coming out of. But if we go through here, I've got a little piggling bartering system, and we're going to need a load of soul sand because I want to go fast when I'm running through my nether tunnel. So we're going to do something like this where we've got soul sand with carpet underneath it, because I've got the soul speed, or whatever it's called, yep, soul speed 3 enchantment. We're going to run super fast on this, and there should be, hopefully, yep, a bunch of soul sand in here. So I'm going to gather that up, and then we'll get ready to start building. So before we start on work in the nether, we need to make sure everywhere in the overworld is connected up to a portal. So our kingdom area here has a giant portal in the cathedral at the moment, so we're all good over here. That's definitely connected up, but there are a lot of places in this world where I've just been really lazy and haven't built a portal ever, so we're going to go connect those up right now. So first of all, we've got something which I built quite recently, which is this giant pale garden biome. We've got our resin farm here, and we've also got a giant elytra launcher over here, so we're going to build a nether portal somewhere in the middle of this biome. I want to get it far away enough so that pillagers aren't constantly coming through and going into the portal. So I think if we go over the bridge here, we'll put our portal around here. Okay, this looks like a pretty good spot here, so we'll light it up, and then we're going to do a little bit of work just to make sure it doesn't stand out, because it's a bit of a weird color at the moment. Yeah, it stands out very much in the landscape, so I'm going to cover it up. Okay, we are somewhere underground. Right, I'm going to have to note down the coordinates of all the portals I make today and try and make sure they're all on the same level, so we don't have to go up and down with our nether roads. Okay, moving on to the next place here in the world that needs a nether portal, and that is here at the wall. Yeah, we don't have a nether portal to this place. I have to fly here all the time, and it costs so many rockets to get over here. I absolutely love this build, so having it connected up properly to our nether hub will be amazing. And we have the perfect spot for a nether portal. We do have this building here, which I've been planning on building an interior for forever now. But I don't want to put our portal in there because that's not what we're going to use this building for. But we do have these little side towers, and I think we should be able to fit a portal in here pretty nicely. Okay, never mind. They're not quite big enough for portals, but we do have the wall here, which we can, not the wall, the stone wall that we can build a portal in. So I think if we just carve out a little bit of space here, this should be the perfect place for us to come in and out through our nether. So let's put some obsidian down. So there is our nether portal linked up to the wall here. Very nice. Right, I'll go through and grab the coordinates of this place. So next on the list is actually the first place I ever built in this world, here at spawn. We've got a little magical forest here. We've got a giant cherry blossom over there, and I'm not totally sure where I want to put the portal in this area. I don't really want, we've got a little village here with all of our trading villagers, and I don't think I want to put it in here because I think it will really ruin the aesthetic of the place, but maybe we can find a place for it inside the giant cherry blossom. So we've got the entrance to the big tree here, and if we go inside, there is a winding pathway going up. I'm wondering if there's somewhere that I can put it on the pathway where it won't stand out, but it'll be kind of convenient. Maybe here might be a good idea, and I can extend the path out this way a bit. Let's have a look. Alright, so we've got the portal put into the tree now, and I quite like it. You can't really tell it's there. You can't hear it. Yeah, you can't hear it anywhere on the ground, which is very important. But you can get to it very easily if you just wrap around the path up here, and then we can head through and add another portal to our nether hub. And the final place for us to link up to Nether is our giant cake factory here on the Mycelium Island. So yeah, I did have a portal originally on just floating on a giant mushroom over there, but we're going to move it because that wasn't in a great position, so we want to have it more central in the island. So I'm thinking somewhere like this is where we're going to have our Nether portal, hidden inside a giant mushroom tree. So there we have our final Nether portal linking up our world. Now it's time to actually start building the highways. Okay, so we have made our way into the Nether now, and I've got pretty much everything I could ever need to build these giant roads that we're going to be building today. So they are going to be, we're going to have one ice road for boats and stuff, because that is an insanely quick way to travel. But we've also got the soul sand here as well, so we've got the option of walking or boating through. And now we've just got to get started on the building. And I'm going to be honest, I absolutely hate building in the Nether. It is awful. You get shot at by ghasts and skeletons and blaze and all horrible stuff like that. So I think we're going to do this in a time lapse. I'm not sure how this is going to look. Let's get into it right now. Well, we have now got the first stretch of the tunnel done, and I'm really happy with how this design turned out. We've got our soul sand on one side, and we've got our ice on the other side, and then down the middle we've got a normal road to walk on in case we don't have our soul speed boots on, but we'll just zoom along down here. So I've actually been doing this so long, I genuinely can't remember where this portal is going to come out. It's going to be one of the closer ones to home, so let's find out. Okay, brilliant. That was the tree, and that linked up fine. Let's hope if we go back through, it brings us back, please. Fingers crossed. Perfect. Okay, that's one portal down. We've also got another portal linked up right down the end here. So I do think the boat road is definitely going to be a quicker way to travel than the soul speed, but this is still pretty quick. I could also set up some haste beacons. I've got loads of beacons. That would mean digging up to the ceiling to get to the bedrock, which I'm not sure if I want to do. So this is the second portal. This might be the Pale Forest. Let's have a look. This is the wall. Okay, we're at the wall. Nice. That's good to have this connected to the world. Right, so that's the first two done. So we've still got 3 portals left to link up, I think. This project is going to take quite a long time. Oh my goodness, it has been days since I last recorded a clip because I've just been working on this thing non-stop, but it's finally done. We've got our tunnels all set up through the Nether, connecting our entire world. You may notice I am missing a couple of things. I've lost my helmet, I've lost my netherite pickaxe, we got attacked by pigmen. I don't really know why. I threw a pearl and I think maybe the ender pearl hit them, and I lost quite a bit of stuff. I also lost my netherite chest plate as well, so we're gonna have to try and get that back in some later video. But for the rest of today's video, we're going to show off this lovely little tunnel we've got built. Thankfully, I did keep my soul sand boots. So we've got our last portal here to be lit up. This should lead... I can't remember where this leads. I think the Pale Garden. Yes, it does. Okay, nice. It links up perfectly to our pale tree here. Right, let's get back in before we get blown up by a creeper. I don't know if you heard that, but the pigmen are still angry. Yeah, look, you can see them underneath here. I don't know why they're angry at me. I don't know what I did. I threw an ender pearl. I'm sorry. Why are you all so mad? Okay, I've got a boat. I want to show off the boat road down to our guardian farm. Oh my goodness, these guys are the worst. Right, let's just get in. Yeah, I need to finish spawn proofing the ice because we're still getting stuff spawning here, as you can see. But this road goes all the way down for blocks and blocks and blocks, and then it goes into the terrain here. And it turns out that if you go through a portal in a boat, you go through straight away, which is amazing. That's super nice. I've been using this farm a lot over the last couple of days because we've needed a lot of prismarine. But the tunnels are all done now. And that is all I've got time for in today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do feel free to leave a like and maybe even consider subscribing. And I'll see you in another video very soon. Goodbye.